Hello there, I'm Aaron. Welcome to the Goomer Gang, where I try to bring you some fun and sometimes enjoyable content regarding anime, gaming, and comics. That floats your boat, then smack that like button, give us a subscribe, and ring that little bell so that way you'll be notified whenever we come out with some new stuff. Alright, now, enough of that business. Let's get to it. Starting off with X-Men Wolverine Origins. Now, this game was pretty freaking fun. Wolverine has metal freaking claws. Metal claws! How is he not chopping people up? In this game, you get to chop people up and shred them to smithereens, as well as finally seeing a high extent of his regenerative capabilities. You can actually see him getting actual damage on his body and then in real time, seeing it regenerate. It is the coolest thing. I will literally get myself all shot up just so I can watch myself regenerate. Then we have Beowulf. Beowulf is a pretty popular epic poem, but after the movie came the video game. This game was practically like God of War, but with like a little twist, because you actually had like a group of companions with you. You could cheer them on, you know, you do a little song for them and they like all cheer together. It really gets you into that mood. He's basically like the Viking Kratos, and he's got a whole squad with him that he could actually use in his environment. Whether it's combat or like moving giant boulders or just hyping them up to like boost their morale, which is pretty fun. It has like a little button press mini game. Another cool thing about Beowulf is you literally have no main weapon. Technically you do. The good old fisticuffs. Next we have Iron Man. And there were two of them. I actually quite enjoyed both of them. I gotta say the first one is the one that really got my attention. It was pretty darn cool to just like flying around and zipping in the sky, just launching off missiles and laser beams everywhere. Next up, we have the OG Goldeneye. Now, if you have never played Goldeneye, you have been missing out. This was one of the best multiplayer games out there that you could just like shoot each other with. This was one of the best shooting games, especially with versus. And if you chose Oddjob, shame on you. You were the bane of everyone's existence. But overall, it was really fun. You had different game modes with different weapons, and then you had the different characters, and the music was so cool. Obviously, I'm a little biased because I grew up playing that game, but for those of you who haven't ever played the game, you might just try this out and be like, what is this mess of pixels? What? Now, in my opinion, one of the coolest movies I watched, Chronicles of Riddick: Escape from Butcher Bay. Now, when I found out that there was like a hidden game demo, when you put the disc into an Xbox, oh my gosh. Yo, growing up, that was the coolest thing. I'm like, what? It's a movie, but you could put it in a game console and now it's a game? Oh my gosh! But not only was it cool because I enjoyed the movie, but it was an awesome game. It was like a stealth shooter, kinda RPG-ish, not really. Okay, let's just call it a stealth shooter, basically. Now, obviously, if you were to play the game now, the controls might be not as fun, and the graphics, of course, always, as time goes on, get dated. But, Lord, the voice acting, it is so... Vin Diesel is such a badass. I love this character. And like the storytelling, oh my gosh, it's just so cinematic. It's great. It's great stuff. If you don't like the gameplay, just like play it for the experience, man. It's so cool. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, he's basically a dude that can see in the dark. He's an ultra badass, and you're basically escaping from prison. And he's got a really cool deep voice that you wish you could replicate. So that's my list for some of the coolest movie-based video games. But I would love to hear from you guys. You let me know any games that you thought were pretty awesome that were based off of movies, and we could spark up some good old conversation. Hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, have a Goomer day.